Hi, this is Nicole, and today is a moment that is, for me, I feel a little twisted. And I wanted to share with you my blessing that I recognized today. Our challenge for the month is to recognize those blessings in each moment, in that very moment where sometimes you can't see it and you have to really seek. You have to like wade through the stuff, and you know what stuff I'm talking about. And so we want to keep this as spiritually elevated as possible. But life happens, death happens, and we lost a tremendous matriarch in our family. And it made me realize why I hadn't heard from one of my nieces who I feel is as close to being my daughter as my own daughter is. And I had been reaching out to her for quite a while and didn't hear anything. And I kept telling her, this is strange that I haven't heard from you. Well, the last time I reached out to her, her grandmother, who is the matriarch of that side of our family. This is my older brother's daughter. And like I said, I love her as though she were my own daughter, as if I birthed her into this world. So her mom's mother, tremendous amount of respect for Grandma Constantine, and she passed on to the Abba kingdom. And that transition is a mighty one. And for those of us on this earth trying to understand that and seeing a blessing in each moment is knowing that Grandma Constantine came on my soul the day that I reached out to my niece. And I kept saying, her last four digits of her number, and I couldn't think of the first three. And I reached out to my niece, and I decided to just keep it very short and brief because what she's going through is pretty major for her not to have contacted me. And I just wanted her to know that I was there for her. And so this morning I received the news that her grandmother, whom she adores, everybody adores, passed on. And though it is never truly an easy thing, I feel, for our loved ones to pass on to heaven and to be back with our Creator and to live in her glee and bliss. And I just heard, you know what you're talking about. For Grandma Constantine to come on my soul at the very moment that her transition was imminent is priceless for me as a spirit guide, as a woman, as a child in her family. And so I share this with you because, you know, when obstacles happen, one of the reasons that I'm able to bounce back, I want to share with you, is because of this right here. I learned a long time ago, and I had to learn this, that being vulnerable in my emotions and my feelings, in that moment of when I feel this overwhelming urge of emotional tidal wave of feelings, in that very moment, it's important for me to embrace it and recognize it in order to move forward. And you see that breath that I just took, that I needed that. My soul needed that. Okay? Your body will give it to you. It is that metaphysical connection. I live it. I've experienced it all my life. I had to learn how to recognize it. It is something that I teach in our coaching sessions. It is something that I know. It helps me not hang on to resentment. It helps me understand where I'm going. Because in that vulnerable moment, you are embracing your truth. And my truth right now is, though I am blessed to be breathing, though I am so blessed to have received ultimate wisdom from this woman who is and always will be such a profound matriarch, whether she is in the Abba kingdom or whether we have the memories of her while she was on earth, her presence will always be just, in my everything, as much as her own children, her own grandchildren, and this is a woman that was a foster mom to many, and so whenever you were around her, you just felt her strength, her perseverance, and her will to be a high value woman. So in this moment, my blessing that I have recognized today is the ability to connect spiritually with those that need me. This morning, my niece picked up right away after being unable to reach her for months. Today was the day that she needed to hear my voice. Today is the day that I needed to be received. Today was the day that she needed me. Today was the day that our Creator made that happen. In divine timing. My blessing in today has been knowing that this was coming. When I tried to think of Grandma Constantine's phone number, I saw her in heaven. I thought over the weekend how incredible she is. And my human side said, you'll talk to her soon. Because my spirit had already received her spirit as she was being received. in heaven. And so, in this moment of vulnerability, I share with you that my greatest blessing this morning has truly been to serve my niece, my spiritual daughter, my love, my friend, and being of service in that way warms my soul. And so I feel the need to have a meditation, a deepening of spiritual understanding. And this is something that I do quite often. And so I'm going to take you on my journey, okay? And won't you please join me? Hi, okay. So I'm going to just go through the way I meditate when I meditate in silence, which is quite frequently. The reason I meditate in silence is because it gives me an undeniably clear answer to the concerns and questions that are on my soul. Okay, and so I really, really, really encourage you to do meditation in silence often. You need not be consumed with static, which is the music, and sometimes it feels really good and it's soothing, and sometimes it is necessary to have music or some type of sound to settle your soul and to help you widen your channel to the Most High. But for this moment right here, I'm listening to my spirit, okay? And my spirit needs solace. I need comforting. And so this meditation is for me to widen my connection with the spirit realm, for me to love on Grandma Constantine, for me to be grateful for her spirit ascending on to heaven, for thanking all of heaven's helpers, all of God's messengers, all of our creators, angels, for being thankful for my spiritual gifts, for being ever so grateful for allowing that channel to be open, to be of service when I am needed. So all of those things are what I'm feeling. And in meditation, it's very important that when you feel a lot of things going on, that is the time for you to meditate. That is the time for you to reconnect and re-strengthen, refortify your connection with the Most High. That's the time. And no, meditation is not always a focal point. Meditation is being open. Meditation is hugging your soul and just loving on yourself and being loved on, okay, by the Most High, by your spirit guides, by our angels that are always all around us. And if you've been watching me, you know You've heard me say that if we knew collectively how close the spirit realm is, some of us would just be like amazed. The spirit realm is right here. We are living in the spirit realm, okay? And so I'm going to talk more during this meditation because I truly want you to see what's inside my soul. What is my internal process when I'm going through a time like this? Because I'm not unique in that. We all have experienced it, and we all will experience such a traumatic occurrence. And this is how I rise above that moment of this. Okay? This is how I get through. And so, won't you please, and come back to this meditation if you can, if you need to. This isn't going to be for everybody, and I understand that. But for those that it is, I encourage you to come back to it when you can, as often as you can, as often as you need. And my hands are just the way that they come, the way that they want to be. They might be like this. You know, it really is. You'll be open to letting your fingers find their moment of peace. Your body will tell you what your body needs, okay? And my body is telling me that I need this. Take a deep breath in with me now. Exhale. And thoughts of Grandma Constantine are flooding my everything. And as I recall memories as they come in, I'm letting them come. I'm not wishing them away, but I'm aware of my breathing. And so, as you focus upon deep inhalations, my niece just popped into my soul. And full exhalations. You may notice your body smile. You may begin to produce tears of cleansing. You may feel the imbalance and your need to balance out your energy. As you see my hands, I'm out of balance, and that's why we're meditating right now. You let your body show you. You let your body give you messages from the Most High. Your body is a conduit for divine energy. And as you find your eyelids trying to open, gently blink to remind them that it's okay. Vulnerability is often scary, and being open to your emotions is key. And so again, we're focusing on our breathing pattern. And as the thoughts drift in, let the ones that wish to leave you leave. And what I see right now is my niece by the water. And she looks very peaceful, contemplative, looking out on the horizon. And I see Grandma Constantine, her image, looking down on my niece from heaven with a smile. And it is the sunset. And the wind is blowing in her hair. And her hair is different. And so that's a message for me. And that is what will come to you as well as you meditate. You may see images of loved ones. You may see yourself very differently than what your reality sees with your human eyes. Because you are deepening your spiritual connection. And so as again I'm focusing my breathing pattern to a natural, relaxed position within myself. My niece wears beautiful Nubian locks of crimson color. This is the third time that I have seen her in my vision now, with long, flowing, brunette, straight hair that is blowing in the ocean's breeze. And Grandma Constantine is still looking over her, smiling, looking down on her. And my niece has a look of strength. Her natural hair color is brunette. I feel she is opening up to her understanding. I feel she is seeking soul solitude. And I just saw a lotus flower rapidly open. Rapidly. And it was not in water. And what I feel that is telling me is is truly working through this transition. And now as I see her image is fading away, and it is as a video would fade to another scene. It is in gray. And I know that spiritually I'm being told that that is a spiritual enlightenment occurring. And I no longer see my knees. I don't see the ocean. I do see the lotus flower. Now I see it submerged, bottom submerged. And I can feel my breath has reached a plateau of calm. And upon each exhalation, I feel the heaviness of my forearms resting upon my thighs. And this is how my hands look. I see the words peace and tranquility. I just saw an eye looking directly at me, full center. And with each small blink, it's a flash. That is my third eye that has become awakened. And our third eye is our sixth sense. It is seeing the unseen. And I just heard you have become enlightened. I see a list, just numbers on a piece of paper. And at the very end, I see the words tranquility in small letters. And I see the number 37 and 43. And I see the word peace. And they're getting better, bigger. Peace has a capital letter with P. Tranquility is still small letters. And they're rising. It's like they are going up a ladder, the pool ladder. It's a diving board that's tremendously high, and it's climbing that ladder. Tranquility and peace are climbing my ladder of life. As Because now my meditation has been turned inward within my understanding. The water is very crystal clear. It's sparkly. It's not in the pool. It's separate. Diamonds dance on the surface. When I see lip gloss, sunglasses, I hear laughter. For me, that brought peace. That is tranquility. And my body just let me know by that tremendous exhale that I have inhaled all that Spirit wanted to show me and allowed me to receive. This is how my hands look now. My left hand just gave me a beautiful clench of unity and togetherness. And oh, there's my right. Very slightly just very, very slightly ready to come together. There it is. And so this represents both sides of who I am. I am spiritually strong, and I am stronger in my earthly existence. Okay? This is my human side. This is my spiritual side. Strengthened, encouraging my human side to do the same, with the understanding that my spirit side received through our meditation. And as we take another deep breath in, and exhale completely out, now I feel a tightening. I feel balance. And I see beautiful sways of angelic forms before me. Sways, I don't know if that's even a word. It's It's just beautiful. It's not a shape that it's like a merging of angels dancing. And they're happy. They feel so good. And as my whole body is receiving a feeling as if I'm floating, I know that I have received what my soul needed. And so gently open your eyes if you hung in there with me. Thank you so much. Take great care. And I look forward to reading all of the ways that you've recognized your blessings. I may not comment on everyone, and I apologize. But you know, if I could sit there and do it, I would. And I'm just grateful. I ask that you definitely, comment on each other's, give each other's a like, a thumbs up, and inspire and encourage and uplift, because honey, that's what our channel is for. And you all are spiritual superstars, and you uplift and you encourage by sharing your truth, sharing your testimony. And so play it forward. And I'm just grateful. Namaste. I will see you tomorrow.